Instagram, Facebook, all that?
Yeah, Facebook is just Justin Trey Harrell, and then Instagram and Twitter it's Trey underscore Harrell 184.
Yeah.
Um, and then again, like you just said, I am hungry. I'm ready to get back at it. Trying to figure out what's best. If I want to make this cut to 55, if I want to stay at 70. So just trying to get a body fat test and get a nutritionist to see what's the next thing, how to go with it.
Yes, sir. Good luck to you, my man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. You're listening to 1051 Live. You're listening to the Sports Cycle on 1051 Live. So before I get into the LeBron James and the LA Lakers and the GOAT conversation, I want to make a statement about fighters in North Carolina. You know, traditionally the fight states have been, Pennsylvania, they've been Nevada, California, and others. But I just want to let everyone know listening, North Carolina is coming. Okay, you got great fighters. I just hung up with one, Justin Trey Harrell. You got Adrian Soto Perez, Elias Briley, Local Briley. He's coming for anybody. He tells me that all the time. He don't care who he fights. He's coming for their neck. Okay, I'm telling you, man. And Theo Relang was the first fighter that was on here on the sports cycle. He was the very first fighter I ever interviewed. I'm telling you, every last one of these fighters, they're coming for people's threat. They're coming for their respect. And that's not just wrestling, mixed martial arts. That's in boxing too. Calvin Dante Dickerson, Dominic Dickerson. You got all these fighters, man. They are coming for anyone's necks. I'm telling you, man, they are coming and they're hungry. And people are going to see that North Carolina is a fight state. They're going to see it and it's coming. So, congratulations to the Los Angeles Lakers. They're a great champion, a great story. A lot of people wonder whether or not Miami Heat were a worthy opponent. Um, in a lot of ways, Miami wasn't the opponent that people were hoping for, but they were the team that showed up. Everyone else, they didn't do enough. When people talk about Miami was the weakest team, and sure, even I thought that Miami was gonna get swept, but there was something about Miami that was different than the rest of the teams. Miami, they had grit, they had heart, they had a willingness to win, and they didn't care what the naysayers said, they didn't care what the public said, they didn't care what the media said. Jimmy Butler, Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, Eric Spoelstra, Pat Riley. Those guys, they said, we don't care what any of y'all think. We're gonna fight. And in the Lakers, when they faced the Lakers in the finals, Game 3 and Game 5, the Heat showed up, and they showed out. They showed out. Jimmy Butler performed one of the greatest finals performances I've ever seen, outside of the one where LeBron James scored 50 in 2018 when he faced the Golden State Warriors. That game that they should have won if JR hadn't have made that mistake. But I just want to say that for all the people who say that the Lakers that they just won a cakewalk, it was just cakewalk victory. No, Miami Heat they they went for the Lakers' throats. Now they missed, but that doesn't mean that they weren't real competition because they gave the Lakers all they could. And the Lakers, they adjusted and they won. But that's because they had the second greatest player of all time. The second, in my opinion. But he's coming. He's coming for that Michael Jordan spot. Okay? When you look at LeBron James, you see that he's got the 6 NBA Finals losses. Okay, yeah, he's got 6 Finals losses. But you know what? He's the all-time leading playoff scorer. Okay? By the time he retires, he's going to beat Kareem in all points scored. He's going to be LeBron James is the most complete player in NBA history. And he could play in any position you give him. Now, granted, the only reason why he could play the 5 as much is because the center position isn't the same. But I'm telling you right now, LeBron James, it would be great in any era. Just like Michael Jordan could be great in any era. But I believe the difference between LeBron James and Michael Jordan is just mentality when it comes to being that dog all the time. LeBron James is that dog, but he's not that dog all the time. Michael Jordan is that dog all the time. So that's the difference between why he's the GOAT. Plus, Michael Jordan's got the 10 scoring titles. He also was always the best player in the league. LeBron James was not always the best player in the league. I know y'all are going to be like, no, wait a minute, Tim, what are you talking about? First off, don't disrespect Kobe Bryant. Okay, Kobe Bryant was the greatest scorer I've ever seen. He's the best scorer slash defender I've ever seen when it comes to scoring the ball and being a defender. Can he pass the ball like LeBron? No. Can he rebound the ball like LeBron? No. Is he a better teammate than LeBron? Absolutely not. He's not. But I'm telling you, from just the greatest offensive player that I've ever seen is Kobe Bean Bryant. And I think people should put more respect on Kobe Bryant's name. And even though people say, what about this whole GOAT conversation? I don't think Kobe Bryant's the GOAT. But I do believe Kobe Bryant deserves the respect to be, you know what? He's one of the greats, and he's top 10. Top 10 all time, maybe even top 5. And that's really what I believe on it. But when it comes to the GOAT conversation, it really doesn't matter because you never can really tell who really is the GOAT. It's all up to opinion. Some people say it's Will Chamberlain. Some people say it's Bill Russell because he's got 11 championships. Some people say it's Michael Jordan because he's got the mentality. Some people choose LeBron because he's a great player on the field and he's a great person off the field with the social justice issues and etc. At the end of the day, it's all up to what you decide. The fans, the media, the people. That's what matters. It's all fun and games. It's nothing to be serious about. It's something to laugh about. That's what sports is. Sports is entertainment. Sports was made to create unity, in my opinion. Sports was created to where a little boy, a little girl can look up and they see, you know what? I want to be like that. It could be an adult or a teenager being, you know what? Let me watch this to escape the reality of what's going on. That's what sports is. Sports is about family, sports is about unity, and sports is about entertainment. And that's what we're going to give here on the Sports Cycle, and that's what we're going to give on 105.1 Live. Peace, family. You're listening to 105.1 Live.
That was dope, man.